Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Okay, so today we're going to be reacting to Katt Williams' replies to fans online on Actual Me. It's GQ is the channel that's coming from. I've watched a good amount of their stuff. I know you have as well.
Yeah.
So let's see him answer some questions.
And I'm just cold. That's why I have a blanket
Yeah,
on.
that's why I'm over here having to reach over her and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
At Katt Williams, who's getting exposed next? Hashtag Katt has the answers.
That's a fact, though.
Yeah.
Katt Williams knows a lot. He's the one that put out a lot of things. Like the whole Diddy situation.
He kicked off last year, and
Yeah.
from what I heard today, he might kick off this year because he's supposed to be doing another interview with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. Now there'll be some controversy, of course, but hey, Katt Williams thrives in it,
Yep.
and he's gonna tell you the facts as far as he's concerned. So let's get into it.
Well, what's up, GQ? I'm Katt Williams, and today I'm going undercover on the internet. It's actually me. Cora.
Have you heard of Cora before?
Of course, she was my grandmother's friend. What is
She was my grandmother's friend. Oh. I mean, maybe that's actually why he knows about it. Maybe his grandmother had a Quora and she was into it. I never knew about Quora until I started watching this.
Or somebody named.
Like, I didn't know any. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe she either went on Quora or knew someone named Quora. But I never even knew what Quora was until I started watching GQ.
Yeah, same.
I never heard about it until I saw this channel. All right, let's get back into it.
Katt Williams like in person? Oh, so sexy. He's so... How tall is he? He smells good. And I don't want to say specifically and speak for him, but he's probably about 1.5 feet shorter than 6'5".
I actually looked that up too. He's not 5 foot. At least not from the internet. He says he's 5 foot because he said 1.5 feet shorter than 6'5". But the internet says he's like 5'5", 5'4". So maybe they're just hyping him up. Maybe he's actually only 5 foot and they're just saying that he's 5'5". I like how he said it though. He's about 1.5 feet shorter than 6'5".
Oh
That's funny. All right, let's get back into it.
What was your first attempt at stand-up comedy like? Oh, it was glorious. It was a room full of white people meeting this black guy and him telling them what it felt like to be there with them and them responding with, aha, that's how it feels for us too. And the bond was magical. And that...
To be fair, it would be magical if you go in a room and you literally just talk about how it feels to be in the same room as a bunch of white people and you're the only black person there, and then they feel the same way. That's gonna add some connection.
Yeah.
Like, he might be 100% serious. I could foresee that because you just made your comedy about them. You included them in the whole set. And when you go into a regular comedy club, they're only giving you like 5 minutes.
But that's because they have multiple in one night.
Yeah, or 15. I
Right.
think, well, it's a lot of them.
No, I don't think they do that.
I'm talking about like when you go to a stand-up show,
Yeah.
you might have an opener. They'll do 15 minutes.
Yeah. But
But you're talking about a regular club.
yeah, like if they're doing like amateur, it depends on like how many they have scheduled for that night.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just funny.
Yeah.
Walking there. This is how it feels to be here with all of you. And they agree. And hey, it works.
That's still what it's like to this day. What are some tips for growing my hair like Katt Williams? Dandruff. People hate on it.
Dandruff. It's going to help you have hair like me. I think he just said wash your hair a lot because dandruff, not only is it caused just because of dry head, but the more you wash your hair, the more of a chance you're going to get dandruff because your head's going to get drier faster because you're always making it wet.
I mean, yeah, but you can also get like dandruff from not washing it.
Well, yeah. You need to go up and put stuff on your head that's actually gonna condition it, like conditioner. All right, let's get back into it.
But it's worked for me. Okay, X. At Katt Williams, where do I apply to be your blunt roller? Backwoods, Swishers, Dutchess, Game Leaf? Or maybe you don't like the residual tobacco. I can do GABA leaves or loose leaves too. What?
He's like, I might just hire you if you can do all those
The
leaves.
look on his
He
face.
said, what?
The look on his face saying, I might actually hire someone for this.
Like, yo, she could do all those leaves? She could roll. Playing Limp Bizkit in the background. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Play video.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, just me, T. Marie, you are hired. I'm at a different level. 20, 25 blunts a day. I can't just have one. I'm working this poor woman to death.
20, 25 blunts a day is a good amount. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot.
That's a lot for me.
That's a lot in general. Like, even when I was doing it all the time, maybe 5, maybe.
I could probably only smoke like one.
I'm talking about
Or
throughout the
2.
whole day.
Yeah, throughout the whole day. Me, probably like 1 or 2.
Yeah, the most I probably did in a whole day was probably like 5. And that's the most I've probably
If
done
I'm
in a
by
whole day. You're doing
myself-
20 to 25, that's crazy.
If I'm by myself, it's
Pulling
1 or
Snoop Dogg over
2.
here.
Two is pushing it for me because I'll smoke 1 throughout the whole day.
Yeah. All right, let's get back into it.
Fingers gnarled to the bone, just rolling day and night. At Katt Williams, can we get a golf vlog, please? I'm all about honesty and truth, and every 18 holes, I'm gonna have to edit 9 to 10 holes. So that's the only thing stopping me thus far, but
He said I'm going to have to edit like 10 to 9 holes every 18 holes. Now, I'm guessing it's because, I don't know if I caught it right. I'm guessing it's because he's not very good at golf. That's my guess.
Maybe.
That's what I'm getting from that. He didn't say exactly, though. I could be wrong.
yes, my confidence is getting high. Golf vlog incoming. At Katt Williams, have you ever considered developing a follow-through swing, and what kid set clubs do you currently hit?
Someone had to do it.
Not the kid set club.
Someone had to do it. They gotta mess with him.
Oh man, I'm so blessed. You know what? They don't make a kid set good enough for the way I play. PXG, baby. At Katt Williams, you called it. 2024 has been all action and plot reveals. When are the aliens coming, big bro? Oh, Ronald Falls Jr. They're here already, sir. Don't worry about them.
Fact.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy theorists here. I do believe aliens are already on our planet.
They're
And
in
I
the
believe that
ocean.
this is their planet.
They're in the ocean.
See, I don't know about all that. I'm telling you. There's something going on.
We don't have anything of value that they want. Right now is the answer, Ronald Falls Jr. Thank you very much. Reddit. That was my nickname in school because I read so many books. Congratulations to Katt Williams on winning the Emmy for Guest Actor in a Comedy Series for his performance in Alligator Man. Donald told Katt that he would get him an Emmy. Talk about delivering on a promise. Completely true. Donald Glover said, if you do this role, you'll get an Emmy for it.
Bro, do this role. I'll get you an Emmy.
You right?
That's a good way to convince somebody to do a role, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Understand mathematically, good things can happen. Like, you gotta stay playing the numbers game. All right, enough of me. You see why I don't like listening to me? First stand-up gig coming up soon, looking for advice. I feel like you might already be good at it. So have fun out there, stay on time. Remember that 15 seconds feels like 15 minutes. On the other hand, if you go up there and there's no spark and you don't feel it and nothing happens and it's not enjoyable for you, that should be your last time doing it. And you should give yourself that freedom. Back to
Advice. That's good advice.
Yeah, that's some good advice. I like that advice right there.
I like
Surprisingly wholesome.
that. Like, why push yourself to be something if you
don't like doing it, if you don't feel
truly
comfortable.
don't like doing
Because at the end of the day, even if you do bad, you still have to enjoy it. And if you're not enjoying it, you're not doing the right thing.
Cora. How does a comedian recover after bombing on stage? That's why most of your favorite comedians are alcoholics.
In other words, they don't recover. A lot of them will remember that bomb for a long time. I've actually seen a lot of comedians talk about the first time they bombed. The first time they remember. Third or fourth time, if there is a third or fourth time, they might not remember as much. But from what I've gotten from it, they don't really forget the first time.
The first time is usually the suckiest time because
They're not used to it.
Yeah.
They're not. After it happens 2 or 3 times, you're probably just used to it. Like, oh, I don't care.
Right.
Or they do care, but they're just like, okay, how can I make it better? They're looking at it differently than bombing the first time. Bombing the first time was probably like, I don't know if I should even do this anymore, type of stuff. Make you question your whole reason of doing it, you know? Where second or third time, you're probably looking at, okay, what did I do wrong here? What can I do to make this better? And then you come back better. Or the first time, you might just quit doing comedy at that point.
Right.
But that's what I think. I'm not a comedian. I mean, I might be funny, but funny looking. No.
Because the only way to recover after bombing is to crawl in a bottle. The only true way to recover after bombing on stage is to go on stage again and kill. That's the truthful answer. Which 4 comedians would you put on the Mount Rushmore of comics?
Now, this is a good question. I like this question right here. Like, which of the 4 would you put on there?
Now, can it be current, past, or a mixture of both?
I'm going to give you an option, Eddie. Tell me yours.
I don't know.
You don't know?
What's yours?
Okay. George Carlin got to be on there. Eddie Griffin got to be on there. Probably Eddie Murphy as well. And can't remember his name now. You know, I was messed up on one of my top 4. I can't even remember his name. Andrew Dice Clay. Those are probably my top 4. Eddie Griffin, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Andrew Dice Clay. Just my type of comedy.
I would do Katt Williams, Eddie Murphy, Lavelle Crawford.
Of course, Lavelle. Lavelle funny.
And
what?
That one white guy who sounds black.
That don't help me. That one black guy that sounds.
I don't know his
guy that
name.
Sounds black.
I just
that
know
don't help
he's
me at all. I don't know who you're talking about.
We just watched. He looks like the guy from The Walking Dead, the doctor in The Walking Dead from the first season.
Oh, I don't know his name. I know who you're talking about now. I don't know his name. No. Now it'd be a lot different if we were doing just movies or just stand up, because I include them on everything else put together. George Carlin gonna make me think. Okay. Andrew Dice Clay just had the most raunchy stuff that is funny to me. Okay. Eddie Griffin, just one of the best on stage. But Eddie Murphy, not gonna lie to you, it's mainly because of his movies. Mainly because of Eddie Murphy's movies. His stand-ups were great, but there's only like 3 or 4 of them I know. His movies, though, he was always amazing. But there's a lot of other people that I could put up there, you know? There's a lot of really good comedians. Like, especially nowadays, you got so many people out there that are just killing it.
Mm.
All right, let's get back into it.
Okay. Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Lenny Bruce, George Carlin.
See, he put George Carlin up there. He put. Let me rewind that a little bit. Richard Pryor, of course. He is literally the first one to get really famous and get into movies of color. Richard Pryor is what do you call it?
A founding father.
Yeah, he's a founding father. Richard Pryor is one of the founding fathers. Dave Chappelle's always going to be amazing. I don't know if I know who Lenny Bruce is off the
I
top of
don't
my
know
head.
who he is.
But George Carlin, another founding father. One of the first people to do comedy, and George Carlin will make you think. Like, he's going to make you ask some questions about your life, the government, and the whole world. You've heard me on some of my George Carlin stuff.
Yeah, I don't
He's
really
more,
care
but
for
he's
it.
going to make you think.
I don't really, for George
Not your type of
Carlin.
comedy.
Yeah.
I'm into comedy that you also learn with, or that makes you think. You're not really into that stuff. You're just trying to enjoy the time.
Yeah.
But Richard Pryor was amazing. But I didn't watch a lot of Richard Pryor. I've gotten into Dave Chappelle a lot more over the years. But yeah, I don't even know who. I know the name Lenny Bruce.
I don't.
But I don't know. I've never seen them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a good top 4. I like that.
George Carlin. How tough is a stand-up comedian's life? That depends on how tough the stand-up comedian is. YouTube!
In my opinion, it depends on more than just how tough the stand-up comedian is. How tough the stand-up comedian is, and how long have they been doing it for. If you're new going into comedy, probably isn't going to be too easy. But if you're already rich and you've already done it a long time, you've grown used to it, and your life works with it, because it's a major life change, especially if you go on a road and you've never gone on the road before. But I don't know. So I like how he put it, though. It depends on how tough you are.
Right.
It really does.
Yeah, baby. 2 questions. Where does Katt get these outfits? And what does he do with them after?
That's a good question. His outfits be out there.
Katt is always trying to look like him and not look like somebody else. That's what I hate the most of anything in life. If I were to see somebody else in something I had on, like, it would crush me inside.
He wants to always look different. He wants to always stick out from the crowd.
Yeah.
I don't want to be matching a shirt with somebody.
Unique.
There's nothing wrong with that, though. Me personally, I never mind it if someone's wearing the same shirt as me.
Unique is what you are.
But I get it, especially as a comedian. Because a comedian, a lot of comedians are attention whores. They want attention on them. If 3-4 people were wearing the same thing, can you quit doing that? If they're wearing like the same thing, it's going to be hard to pay attention to them. One of them sticking out like that and your attention and the clothes you're wearing sticks out, you're going to catch their attention faster. So it's just a good business decision, let alone wanting to be someone who wants attention.
And what does he do with them after? Ladies love to sleep on my outfits. I don't know how to... I probably said too much.
He said, ladies love to sleep in my outfits. I don't know. I think I've said too much. What does that mean? You mean like they're taking your outfits? Or
No.
what are we talking about?
You know exactly what he means.
Yeah.
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 Nope.
If that's what it means, I didn't know that that's what it meant. What he meant.
Can we get a Katt Williams recommended reading list? Yeah, that's something that I am working on. I'm gonna be the next Mr. Rogers, and we're gonna learn stuff together.
I would clock in on that. I enjoy books. I would clock in on that.
I would definitely watch Katt Williams as Mr. Rogers more than I'd watch Mr. Rogers. So, with that said, you're better than Mr. Rogers. But if that's what you want to go with it.
Recommended reading list is mandatory. Why is he sweating every set? Is the stage no have AC? I always sweated on stage, and I always enjoyed sweating on stage. It shows I'm a hard worker, and I'm out there giving you everything that I got. People were using it to think that I was on drugs. So I was like, Lord, can you lift this off of me, please? And so then I found out that if I just don't drink any alcohol when I'm performing, then I don't sweat very much. And now people haven't said anything about it.
So it's the alcohol doing it. But it's also he's a hard worker. He doesn't sweat as much. So him having a little bit of drinking before it makes him sweat on stage. That makes sense.
Probably depends on how much he drinks before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this guy in Grand Theft Auto 4? Yes. Go GTA. You're getting this before you got Grand Theft Auto 6. Remember that. Which I hope I'm in. And Call of Duty. I'm in the culture.
Yo, I might actually play Call of Duty if Katt Williams is a skin. I mean, I know they got Snoop Dogg skin
And they got Nicki Minaj.
on Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
After seeing the pathetic viral clip of Steve Harvey clapping back at Katt, who else decided to spin the block on this video again? I know I ain't the only one. First of all, thank you, Mr. Will White 8465. With how eloquently you said that, I don't think I need to say anything. I will simply hit like and subscribe and share.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See,
Okay.
I didn't even know Steve Harvey clapped back. I didn't even know that.
I think I heard something about him trying to.
I'm gonna have to go.
If you want to call it a clapback, you can call it a clapback.
I'm gonna have to
call
go
it
and
a
do-
poor pathetic waste of a clapback.
I'm gonna do some research and see if I can find something,
But like I said, I didn't see it.
because
I heard about it, so I could be talking on my.
I never. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research.
Yeah, she's got the time to do that. I don't.
TikTok. Every bit he does, he outdoes every comedian before him with his use of the stool as a prop.
All I could think of is him effing the stool
No, the
from
tiger.
that one stand up.
The tiger.
The tiger.
The tiger.
The tiger. Okay, I can see that. But it's just funny. He uses that stool as a prop well.
Yes, he does.
How did the stool comedy start? As a comedian, the stage is my workspace. And I was bothered to no end about this stool that always finds itself on stage. It serves as a table generally. You put your drink there, your notes. But I demand more of the stools that are working with me. Like, you're not just gonna be up here and not be part of this.
You're not just gonna be up here and not be part of this.
If you're gonna be
on
up here
stage
with me, you're going to work.
You're a prop now. Call me a prop comic now.
You bet. No, that, you know what it reminds me of? Congratulations, you have just been promoted to my elite employee.
You gonna be on my stage? You gonna work?
What's up with the Rotary Club Freemason Illuminati necklace? Huh. I designed it myself, so I know it couldn't possibly have any of those connotations. I'm not that bright. User 270153. Sure, stupid.
He's trying to say the whole name. I ain't even gonna do that.
Gave up after
user
the-
12534.
Gave up after the fourth number, and you know what? I would too, because
They
why they
called
got
himself
16
stupid.
numbers?
Then he called himself stupid. That's funny.
Wikipedia! I've always wondered who runs this place. Early life. He stated that he learned to read at 3 years old and was communicating in multiple languages, including French and Creole. When you go to Haiti, there's not an option. They speak Creole and read French. I think I still probably read 1,000 books a year, even at this age.
That's a lot of reading in 1 year. 1,000 books a year. He spent his time in the books. I like that.
Back to X. At Katt Williams, sorry to bother you, legend. Can we just stop there? When manners creep into social media, that's when you've done it, folks. Sorry to bother you, legend. I was wondering, you did a rap song years ago, and I was wondering what the name of it was. For the life of me, I can't remember it. Yes, sir. That means it wasn't memorable, probably wasn't very good, and that's why we've both forgotten it.
He probably know the song, and he's like, I ain't gonna tell you.
Because I ain't saying shit because I don't want no one looking it up. But a quick Google search.
He might not remember it either.
Yeah.
But that's just funny.
But
His
a quick
response.
Google search would help it.
Yeah, like do a Google search and just type in what song is Katt Williams part of.
Or Katt Williams, or songs by Katt Williams.
Yeah, or with Katt Williams in it. But yeah, that response is hilarious.
At Katt Williams, at Ice Cube, what y'all think of a Money Mike spinoff movie or comedy short series? Well, thank you, Tommy Guns. Well, I've heard they're working on The Final Friday, and if Money Mike's in it, it's gonna be a Money Mike spinoff movie. I've tried to keep all of my characters in a position where they could get a spinoff. Tim Christian Hansen,
Right there.
would you please start a podcast? The community would freak out. Everyone knows you speak the truth. I do not enjoy listening to me talk. So if I did a podcast, it would have to okay, the answer is yes. Fine, I'll do the podcast, and I'm working on it. All right.
What he's saying is, if he does a podcast, he's just going live. He's gonna do it live, or he's not gonna edit it. Because if you're editing it, you have to sit there and listen to your voice. And for a while, it was cringy for me. Listening to my voice for the first 3 months, it was cringe to me. I just ain't used to hearing my voice over.
It's still cringe to me.
What, my voice or your voice?
My voice.
It's not cringe to me anymore. But that's because I've gotten used to it. Some people just don't get used to it. Get back into it.
All right, there you go, Tim. Okay, that's it. I'm signing off the internet. See you all.
All right, that's the end of that. We hope you guys have enjoyed.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And remember to drink your veggies, eat your water.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye, guys.